Welcome to the Third Wheel Podcast. Today we have a different guest on today. Shaps is busy this weekend, and now I have my good friend Darci. Say hi, Darci.
Hello.
All right, so technically by definition, and I mean this like, I'm not happy about it, but she's technically my best friend. So, sorry for all you audience, you're going to have to bear with us today. How do you feel, Darci?
I didn't realize we were starting on that countdown.
What do you think I was doing?
I don't know.
What, you thought I was just counting down for fun?
Yeah.
Well, I would like to go. I usually go with the big. I start with like the history of like how we met. So do you remember? Do you even remember that fateful day?
Ugh. I mean, yeah, it was around. Stop it.
Why'd you pause so hard? You can just say, yeah, it was great. Why do you have to be like, yes? Come on, give me something.
So, I don't know. It depends how. I guess I paused because it depends how deep you want to go into it.
All right, here's how it was. I was at the end of my rope. Life was down the toilet. And then I accidentally sat across her and her would-be husband. At the time, they had met like 2 weeks before.
It was like days before.
That's what I thought, but you were always like, no. You did the math, and like I was like way off. No, we were already seeing each other for 2 weeks. You said.
No, that's what Paul said.
No. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I met y'all like right after y'all met, and then I've just hung with y'all ever since. And then you and I hang out all the time. So I did want to have you on sooner. But I was worried that you would become the new co-host. I'd take it over. Yeah, you'd become the new co-host by default. In fact, honestly, you'd probably do better than me at this point. But, that's fine.
See, but I feel like there's a chance I could just be really awkward because I've never done something like this. And, like, I don't have to try to be funny. Like, I'm just hilarious.
You just do it.
I just do it. And then I have to bring it all out, like, forcefully in the course of a couple hours. I don't know how that's going to work. So I guess we'll see.
If you listen to our show, you'd know, like, oh, this is how he does it. But she doesn't listen, guys.
Yeah,
that's
don't
the
listen.
thing. She's, like, barely subscribed. I think I had to fight her to do it.
No, I'm subscribed.
I know. And I had to fight you to get you to do it for me.
I'm not a podcast listener, okay?
I can tell. You won't even listen to mine. That's
I have too much ADHD to be able to sit here and focus on what people are talking about. I can barely even listen when my husband's explaining his day. And not because I don't care.
That's messed up.
No, it's ADHD. I can't help it. I zone out.
Wow. I'm learning all sorts of stuff about the married life. You don't have to listen. You don't have to do anything.
I try really hard, but every now and then, like, Paul will be talking, I'll be like, yeah, okay, and then I'll be like, I'm so sorry, I was not listening, can you say that again? And he'll be like,
I'm pretty sure you've called me, he's not listening.
I'm trying to listen, I'm not purposely exiting it out.
I feel the hypocrisy already. Alright guys, we got a good show for you today. I'm excited. We're going to talk about online dating. We're going to do a full episode on it. How do you feel about that, Darci? I've
got some experience in online dating.
I know you do. And I know we used it differently. I was telling my buddy this morning. I was like, I used it to try to find someone to actually date. She uses it to mug people.
That was not me. Me.
Are we? Okay, stop. That's not what this show's about. What are you doing? I feel like I'm my own third wheel here. It's just us two. I might just call Shaps and have it be an audio episode. That'd be weird. Do you pay attention to the news at all?
Depends.
Depends? Like what then?
I'm not gonna lie. I get my news through TikTok.
Oh my gosh. What kind of news?
And it just randomly pops up. But, like, I understand TikTok's, like, TikTok and not always reliable. And so, like, I hear the whisperings of things brewing, and then people bring it up, and I'm like, yes, I heard about that.
Okay. Well, you heard it here, guys. And this is... Every woman does this. It's TikTok. So...
No, my mom's is Twitter.
Twitter? We did a whole episode on why Twitter sucks. You'd know if you listen to the show.
I know Twitter sucks.
Yeah. Oh,
no, she used to be like a Facebook mom.
Oh.
Where she got everything off of Facebook, and then Facebook started censoring stuff, and then Elon Musk bought Twitter, and now she's like a hardcore, how would you call it, Twitterer?
Twitty. Tweety.
She's a...
I can't even anymore.
Is that not how you Twitter?
No. Not the way I use it. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I know the way you use it.
What are you implying? I don't want to know. I'm just joking. Don't tell me. Okay, I feel bad. I tried to Google this story, and I kept typing in Florida man swaps with dog. You know, like, because, okay, this guy swapped when he was drunk driving, and then, like, he got pulled over. So what he did was he grabbed his dog, switched with it in the driver's seat and passenger seat. And then I pulled up, I typed in Florida man swaps with dog, and I kept getting these horrible stories that I didn't want to read. And not even read the headline for. I'm actually very disappointed in myself, among other things.
You said there's not really cussing on this, right?
Correct.
That's gonna be hard.
This is for y'all. This is for the audience. You're welcome.
Can we just do like an explicit episode?
No, I have
just like one.
So this will be like the episode where it'll be rated PG-13 still, because it only has one F-bomb. So
wait, did I do the F-bomb?
No,
Oh,
you haven't done it yet. I'm just saying, like, we could probably do the one, let's see.
So we gotta use it wisely.
Yeah,
That's what I'm hearing.
so really think about it. Oh man, I was telling her I already hate this, and we hadn't even pressed record yet. A driver who stopped by police in Colorado for speeding on Saturday night attempted to shift the blame by switching seats with his dog, putting his pet in the driver's seat, police said. I really want to know what the dialogue was for this. Let me see. The dog does not face any charges and was let go with just a warning.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, no, that's great. I
mean,
worried.
the dog wasn't drunk, so I would hope so.
Honestly, I put it in ChatGPT to see like what he would say.
What happens if I have to go to the bathroom?
You hold it, and you're just gonna have to get over it. I'm just kidding. We can stop. Sorry. All right, I put dialogue in here. It doesn't say what was said. Let's see. The police officer watched the entirety of the bizarre attempt unfold. So he watched this guy do it. He's sitting there like, how... I'm assuming it was nighttime, so he probably saw the shadow or the silhouette of the guy totally, like, swapping. I don't know. What do you think? Like, when he pulled him over, what do you think it looked like, where he just saw the guy and his dog switch places?
Well, I want to know, like, how trained this dog was. Like, did he have paws on the wheel? Was he just utterly confused? Was he trying to jump back over?
Yeah.
Did he roll down the window for the cop? Like, there's a lot of things going on here that...
Is he witnessing the driver trying to put his pet behind the wheel as he maneuvered to the other side of the car? I bet he tried to put the paws on the wheel. I want to know. Like,
well, it's just like I need to know at what point the cops saw. Like, was this mid transition?
Right.
You know what I mean? Or did he walk up and the dog was already there and he saw him putting him there through like the rear as he was pulling up? The
driver was then seen exiting the vehicle from the passenger side before insisting he had not been the one driving.
I think there was a little more than some alcohol in that one.
My bad. It wasn't Florida. It was Colorado. No wonder I was getting all these weird articles. If it wasn't Florida, it'd be way more bizarre of a story. Oopsie daisy. Let's see. The police found the driver had 2 active warrants for his arrest and was booked in a Baca County jail. Okay. So he was apprehended within 20 yards of the vehicle. I wonder if he tried to run. Or was he just like, no, I didn't do it.
He just got out and he was like, listen, guys, I've been telling him not to drive all night.
I tried. You saw me. He was going crazy. He had a gun. Okay.
I want to know what type of dog, too. Like, did he throw, like, a Chihuahua right there? Or was this, like, a, husky?
I bet you it was a full-size German Shepherd.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of what I was picturing, a full-size German Shepherd.
Yeah, those things get bigger than the human.
Right.
So, like, I could see the dog putting his legs at the wheel.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
then if it's a German Shepherd, he's like, I'm your friend, like...
Yeah. It's like you say, like, what was he actually on, So he probably heard the dog say, move over, I'll take the heat for this.
Right.
Let me talk to the police.
As a former drug user, I can say that was not alcohol influencing that decision.
So what drug was it?
I don't know.
I don't even know. He was on something I've never tried before.
Yeah,
but
not saying something.
If you read this, Colorado man, I am interested. Please send me a message. I want to know what you had.
If you are the Colorado man, we would love to feature you on this show. Just fly him down.
I would. I'd pay for that. I'd pay for him to stay the night. I mean, of course, he'd stay the night at my place, but I would definitely get him a hotel. I don't know. Maybe you could stay here. Oh, yeah. So, full disclosure, I use Paul and Darci's house as our podcast studio. So, thank you, guys. This is where the magic happens. We try to keep it down, but their sister's like the loudest person ever. So, it's not our fault. I think we do pretty good.
I don't know. I think we could compete on who's the loudest person ever.
I know, because like last episode, I had to deafen the noise so hard, you know.
Me and Paul like screaming, running around the house.
Yeah, and then when it's like, you know, your sister gets in there too, it's like, what the heck, dude? Like, I just
you
like,
just
what are y'all doing?
A full family of voices screaming throughout the house.
What are y'all doing out there? Yeah. All right. I had ChatGPT. This is what I typed in the prompt. Write me a quick interaction between a man and a police officer. The man tries to switch the driver's seat with his dog after being pulled over for the drunk driving. Do you want to be the police? Do you want me to be the Colorado man?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I feel like you should be the police officer and I should be the Colorado man.
Okay, cool. Can you do it like a Colorado man voice? Let's hear it. Give it a try. You don't have to do it the whole thing. I just want to know I want to hear this. I like hearing her gasp for air like a fish on land. Well,
but
that sounded weird. I need to cut that out. I didn't mean it like that. I'd like to apologize in advance. I lost sight of myself. But I don't know. Chasing audience members.
Well, if we're editing that out, at least somebody wants to see that, am I right?
I mean, it could be another blooper we cut out. You should have seen it earlier before we pressed play. I was like, this chair sucks. And like on the video, it just looks super weird. Like hopping up and down on it. I was like, I should probably stop.
See, but here's my thing with like a Colorado. Like, I don't feel like people have a Colorado accent. Like, people have a Texan accent.
I was just talking about you trying to sound like a guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. You have a voice.
Oh, yeah.
We can switch back. And switch back to Darci mode. That was awful. All right, here we go. This is a police officer. I'll do my voice. Good evening, sir. I pulled you over. Okay, that sounds too enthusiastic. I don't like it. Good evening.
Slap my biscuits and call me a donkey. How you doing, sir?
Butter my butt and call me a biscuit. This dog's driving. All right. Good evening, sir. I pulled you over because you were driving erratically. Have you had anything to drink tonight?
Good evening, officer. No, not at all. I'm completely sober.
I see. Well, your driving indicates otherwise. Can I see your driver's license and registration, please?
Sure thing, officer. Let me just grab them from the glove compartment.
I've never sounded like that drunk. And I've seen you drink. What do you think, audience? Is she trying too hard? I don't know. Let's just go with it. The man fumbles around, seemingly distracted. He opens the glove compartment, and his dog, sitting in the passenger seat, eagerly jumps onto the driver's seat. Man, so this did all the work for us.
Yeah. Officer, you know what? My dog has a special license. He's actually trained to drive. I was just letting him take over for a bit.
Surprised. Read that on purpose. That's supposed to be my reaction. Sir, I can assure you that it's not safe or legal for your dog to drive. I need you to stay focused. Can I have your license and registration, please? I don't know how to sound surprised. Just like you said, when you're trying, it's like hard. Surprise, sir! Can I don't know.
Well, you didn't even say surprise. You're just like, surprised. Sir.
I knew that. I was just trying to sit here like, because it's in italics. I'm not stupid, guys. I promise.
Like you weren't even like surprised. Oh,
sir. Yeah. I guess like it's your birthday.
Should I start reading it how you were initially reading it? Oh, I must have left my license at home. But
actually, that sounds okay. You should do that.
But trust me, officer, my dog is a really good driver. He's a quick learner, you know.
Where are you from? Because it's not
I don't
Colorado
know.
or Texas. I like it though. I'm not complaining. I'm just like I'm trying to figure out
This
which
guy's on drugs, okay?
He's a Colorado man on drugs.
Yeah. I'm trying to Florida man the Colorado guy, okay?
In Texas.
In Texas. I'm struggling here.
Sir, I'm afraid I can't let you off the hook for not having your license, and I must reiterate, it's against the law for anyone, including your dog, to drive a vehicle on public roads. Can you step out of the car, please? Wait.
But, officer, he's a responsible dog. He always obeys my commands. Look, he's even wearing his little driving goggles. Googlies.
You got on to me for reading the surprise.
I can't see. It's far away. There's a lot of O's, the G's, they like intermingle.
There's one O and 3 G's.
I think I'm dyslexic.
I'm sorry to our dyslexic audience. Also, Shaps is dyslexic. I didn't know that. The man gestures toward the dog, who sits in the driver's seat with a pair of tiny goggles on his head, looking rather confused. Oh, this guy's legit. He sounds like a Florida man. I want to pull this guy over.
This guy was prepared and ready.
I like how compensating the officer is. ChatGPT's a bro. He's like, I can't let you off the hook. I must reiterate, it's against the law for anyone, including your dog. Like, he was nice. He was like, let me throw the dog in there. Even,
and we all know that's not how it happens.
Yeah, I know, right? If it was a darker dog, I'd be like, woof, woof, can you step out of the vehicle, please? License and registration. I have to do a search.
Dog brutality.
Yeah. Dog retaliation. Oh, sir, I understand you may be trying to avoid the situation. Why are you laughing? I didn't start yet. It's still going. Sir, I understand you may be trying to avoid the situation, but attempting to switch seats with your dog is not the solution. It's important to take responsibility for your actions. Please step out of the car now. Now we're cooking. Okay. Momentarily defeated, the man sighs and exits the vehicle as the officer proceeds to administer a field sobriety test. Oh, look, there's a nice little message at the bottom. Remember, it's crucial to prioritize safety and act responsibly while driving. Drinking and driving is illegal and poses a significant risk to yourself and others on the road.
But the dog wasn't drinking.
I know. What the heck, man? And he had his license.
Yeah.
Look, let me scroll up here. He offered. He's like seemingly distracted. You know what? My dog has a special license. I want to know. Is there a dog special license? I want to know this.
Well, he's probably talking about like a service animal. He's one of you. You know, that's what he's saying.
I'm a service animal?
No.
That's hurtful. You heard it here, guys. She beats me. If your dog or cat is a show animal, you may be eligible to receive a 1-year license for a reduced price of $36. You must satisfy the following requirements. Be registered with the National Animal Registry. Have participated in a sanctioned event within the last 12 months. Your show animal cannot be bred during the period of the license. I don't know what this was for, though. A show dog? Oh, here we go. What is a dog license? Dog license is a number that identifies both the dog and its owner, so it's a dog tag. This is a perfectly pointless article. I got nothing out of it. I'm so sorry, viewers. I've ruined today's discussion. That's the end of this episode. Thank you for subscribing. All right, I'm ready. Yeah. Oh, wait, we can't do that here on YouTube.
Well, it's a good thing that's gone on TikTok and not YouTube.
Yeah, I do YouTube shorts as well. So flagged already.
Okay.
I love it.
That won't be the short use for YouTube.
I wasn't doing what you're thinking I was doing YouTube. I was like picking my... Yeah, see? Yeah, they're dirty. Anyway, online dating.
They're dirty. I'm sorry. I have to go to the bathroom before we go into the next subject.
All right, but don't take 55 minutes now.
I'll just make sure to whistle on my way over.
What are you referencing? Please share with the audience what you're referring to.
When
Taylor
Caleb. When Caleb.
Yeah, she doesn't even know my name. That's the messed up part. There was one night all of us were having a few drinks, and then she's like spelled my name wrong. And I was like, what the heck?
No, my favorite part was when I threw him an entire birthday party, and I misspelled his name on his birthday cake and spelled it Kalob.
With a K.
Yeah.
She knows I hate that. And that was why it was perfect. All right.
You know you appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it was pretty great. All right.
And now for a word from our sponsors.
This episode just runs away. Would you go? We're trying to get this episode cooking, okay? It's already 20 minutes. We've done nothing. Awkward transition into Act 2 of our show. All right. online dating. I know you have a history. I almost put my own foot in my mouth, being like, "Look, man, I know you went crazy on that." I kind of wanted to start. So online dating got famous. So this article I pulled up was hilarious.
Probably like 2016, 2017, right?
No, it's been around forever. 95 to 99.
Well, I know, but when it got, like, acceptable to use. Because before it was like, oh, how'd you meet each other? Online.
Yeah, okay, so...
And now it's like, oh, online. Oh, yeah, me and my girlfriend met that way, you know?
My biological dad was always super big on, like, online dating. Ew. Like, he was big against it. And then when he started doing it, I was like, what a hypocrite. I always talked a lot of trash, then did what he said he wasn't going to do. And what he got on other people for. Traditional ways of finding a partner have declined since World War II. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Whereas online dating has increased in recent years, according to a 2019 Stanford study.
See, because I feel like the real blow up was COVID.
Really? You don't think it was already kind of doing its own thing?
It was. It was acceptable.
Yeah.
By the time it got to COVID, where it wasn't such a foreign concept and such a weird thing. But I think COVID is where it really, really took off.
That's so recent, though. I mean, yeah, people were doing it, and acceptable. Because I was on it, I just didn't know how to do it. So, full disclaimer, I suck at it because I had Darci look at my profile and revamp it. And she, like, took pictures out. She swapped them around. She did all these things. And I was like, geez, man. I really appreciate it.
I, like, deleted your favorite photo.
Yeah, it was a good picture. And she's like, you look like a douche. And I was like, I know, that's the best one. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back a bit.
Okay.
What's the most? What's the one you used?
A lot of them.
So all of them.
The very first one I downloaded was Tinder.
Okay.
But since Tinder, I have had Bumble, Grindr. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't know how that works. I don't know if that's for you. You did have short hair at one point. I don't know.
Tinder, Bumble. I don't know. I'd have to look on my app history because I had quite a few different ones.
What was your favorite one?
See, but the reason I used it was different. Either Tinder or Bumble. Bumble was nice in the way that it had women reach out. But at the same time, like, it's kind of dumb too when you think about it. Because if I'm matching with someone, it doesn't really matter if I'm making the first move or not. But I would note it, like, men suck at making the first move too, though. You know, so, like, if they send some dry text to be like, hello.
Well, how does it suck? That's what I want to know. How do they suck at it? I guess is what I'm asking. Like,
hi.
What? Hi? Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Not even a hello.
Is everyone taking notes? Okay, if you just say hi, then Darci will swipe the other way on you. I mean, she's not available.
But it's like, if you're... Bumble was nice because you got to make the first move. I know a lot of men hated it because women would match and never message. But, like, I would message.
Wait, you would message on hi?
No, on Bumble. Like, be the first.
Oh,
like,
gotcha,
a lot of men hate Bumble because women will match with you and then never reach out to you.
Oh, okay.
That's, like, a big, like, Bumble. But as a woman using Bumble, I was reaching out. And I could start it differently than just being like, hi. Because then the response you give back to a hi is like, oh, hi, like, how are you?
Yeah.
You know, and it's some, like, boring, like, thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're a good conversationalist, obviously. But, okay, so we don't actually text that much because I'm a texter. And I guess
a caller.
Yeah, and, like, I mean, those are great, too. Like, I mean, obviously, in-person stuff's way better. But I'm also a big texter. So, like, if we can text all the time and have good like an in-person conversation, then I'm good to go. Well, I have trouble with, like, if they're not texting good, I'm just not interested. If I'm being honest, I can tell, like, if we're boring over text, we're not going to be interesting in person. There's only, like, one time where I've had it where someone's not a good texter, but they were good in person. But that's, you know, that's another story for another time. Yeah. Lightning cracks in the background. The dark, stormy night. It's actually how I met Paul and Darci. Yeah, we're coming off of one of those. But, okay, so Tinder. So you said you use that for different stuff. Can you elaborate?
So, okay, I guess I should start for like why I downloaded it. So my absolute best friend of all time, she flew down to Texas from California to move in with me and start living together. We had planned it years prior. It had always been, a fun discussion. So she comes down. My parents allow us to stay at their place until we can find our own. So one day we're in my parents' guest bedroom, which was where we were staying. And we were just kind of talking one day, and she was like, what if we get a dating app? I was like, no, like, I'm not interested in dating anybody. And I don't want to use it for, like, hookups either. Like, I just want to, like, chill, be myself, and just, like, whatever. I guess important context, my boyfriend had died recently. And
this is awkward. I'm going to have to cut this part out.
Whatever. And so, like, for me, I just really wasn't in the headspace to try to date somebody. But my friend goes, like, no, we won't use it for dating. We won't use it for hookups. I was like, well, what would... Okay. Like, I'm lost. And she was like, dude, if we match with, like, people that, oh God, I'm horrible. If we match,
I knew this before I asked you on here.
if we match with people that have like a lot of money, or people that are like in college, we can go to frat parties and we can just live our best life, and they'll like, we'll get a bunch of free things. Oh God.
It works. No, hey, look, it worked. That's a real thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I watched a video where this guy interviewed a bunch of women, like, hey, do you pay for your own drinks? And, like, all of them said, no, of course not.
Right.
The guys buy them for us.
And so, now, keep in mind, there was a couple people I did meet while on Tinder where I did go on actual dates with them. So, I wasn't, like, a total, like, using people for their things. I just wanted to have fun and have a good time, and there was no way for me to meet people that were fun.
Was this during COVID, too?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that backs up your thing about how COVID just made everything blow up.
And so yeah, we would just swipe on a lot of people that looked like frat boys or stuff like that. And honestly, in all defense, these guys were just looking for hookups anyways for the most part. So I really didn't feel bad about going out for a night to have them buy me things and then just dip.
I would say
because they were pieces of crap on their own.
Oh yeah. I mean, okay. Do you think online dating works? Do you think it's good? I mean, obviously, it's not how you met your husband, but...
Right. I've met some really, really cool people online. They're actually... One of the guys that I met online was kind of something that set me up for my expectations for my husband. We didn't work out, but we're literally still friends on social media to this day, because it was just kind of one of those things where, like, we're like... I'm not ready, and then when I was, he wasn't, and then when we both were, he was in Michigan, and all this other crazy stuff, and he was a really, really good person, but, like, religions didn't match up, which I think is a big thing.
Yeah, for sure.
He was Muslim, I was Christian, and those kind of don't mix that well.
Yeah, not at all. In fact, I'd say they hate each other.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, it would have been this huge thing, and so we just decided we were better off as friends, but he was a really, really good guy, and it helped me realize this is, like, some of the things I want from a person I'm going to be invested in.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay,
Is that Megan Fox?
No.
Oh.
I'm looking up these... I'm trying to look up one site in particular. It's called Boo. It's a dating app, and it's for introverts. So it's like supposed to be introverts, and that's how they meet. It's like online.
So wait, but how would that work?
I don't know.
Because if you're both introverted.
Yeah. Do you want to like not go on a date together?
Do you want to just sit in silence, put our headphones on, and stare at each other across the room?
You're not supposed to reference real people, Darci. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you said that. Okay, there's one called Scissor. It's a dating app that matches people with superficial.
Is it a lesbian one?
Oh my god.
That was a valid question.
I hate you.
It was a valid question.
I guess.
Is it lesbian?
Guys, this
is it answer?
No, it says it matches people with superficial characteristics. Superficial, Darci. All right, guys, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to have to put a disclaimer at the beginning. This episode is not safe for work. I apologize for the departure from our family-friendly content.
You said no cussing, okay? I've held up to that.
Yeah, you're right. This could be our most popular episode. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like we get a billion
It's like,
views.
it makes me think of, so yesterday, Paul's mom was over, and his little sister, she was running around, and in the like fire pit area, and so mom was like, Shy, don't you be running in circles. If you're gonna be running in circles, go on the outside where the fire pit is. And so she's still going through where a fire pit is, and so mom's getting angry. She's like, Shy, what did I just say? And she was like, you said no running, I'm walking. Like, that's kind of this situation. You said no cussing.
Yeah.
I'm not cussing.
That's just like, yeah.
I'm just talking about lesbians.
All right. I'm glad we got that all cleared up.
I didn't realize that was censorship. So I don't know.
know.
Are you uncomfortable with talking about lesbians, Caleb?
Yes. I'll have to put that. I can't use AI art to generate this conversation because of what I'll get flagged for creating horrible stuff. There's another one called Birdie, and it's two birds that look like the yin and yang symbol, but it's like making a heart. And I don't know why I did this because it looks nothing like a heart. Yeah. Birdie is an MBTI, Myers-Briggs, dating app that matches people based purely on their personalities without photos. I'm scared. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm superficial. Maybe I should do the other one. Maybe I should do Scissor. I don't think this is the actual, because Boo's an app, and it took me to here. Question of the day. What's a caring, calming phrase you want to hear when feeling low?
So, we were talking about, like, chats being boring. You know, how guys are just like, hi. And so... Oh, no. It went all the way back to the bottom. I guess it gives me time to kind of give context.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I'm not sure which dating app this was on. I'd assume Tinder, but it doesn't really matter. So she matches with this one guy, and he texts her this long paragraph.
Oh, let's go back to that. Is that a turnoff? Sending giant paragraphs in the first message?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I want to talk with someone, not have somebody talk at me.
Yeah, no, I knew the answer, but like, you got to hear it from a woman. I'm trying to help people out here. Guys, if you feel low and you don't feel like you're good at online dating, you're better than this guy that we're about to read the text of. This guy used ChatGPT to talk to Darci's other best friend, and it actually is kind of funny. If she would find it.
Okay. So, first of all, look at his profile picture.
Ew. I feel great about myself.
You can tell he's an attractive man, but he's just like... So
I'm glad we have a girl in this episode.
It says, hey Jenny, I saw your profile. I have to say I think we'd get along like a Subi on a dirt road. I'm also a fan of the great outdoors and definitely wouldn't mind being your co-pilot on a weekend adventure. Plus, as a fellow night owl, I'm always up for late night chats and spontaneous road trips. No, it doesn't stop there.
He's using version 3.5 because this is horrible. I would never talk like this.
I noticed you're into festivals, and I have to ask, which one has been your favorite so far? I'm always on the lookout for new experiences, and I'd love to hear your recommendations. By the way, Wrong Way by Sublime is such a jam. It's a classic tune that never gets old. Have you seen them perform live? Just so you know, they're dead. If not, maybe that's something we could check off our bucket list together.
This is horrible.
Looking forward to hearing back from you and maybe even swapping some Subi stories. Subaru. She owns a Subaru. Oh. Some Subi stories over a glass of wine or a hike in the near future with a wine glass and picture of outdoors emoji. Have an awesome day and happy swiping, smiley face.
Happy swiping. You know what? That's not the worst way to end it. I'm thankful for ChatGPT to be able to do that for me.
And so, I was telling her, I was like, he looks cute though. And she was like, ugh, but like, who sends all that? I was like, either someone who talks way too much or someone that got bad advice about making a first impression. So I was trying to give him some benefit of the doubt. Yeah. I was like, maybe he just like did like an anxious spew
Right.
You know? And so she was like, okay. And so then she called him out straight up and was like, are you using ChatGPT to write your messages? And let's see, because we were texting a lot right here. So basically she asked him if he was using ChatGPT, and he responded with ChatGPT. Oh, wow, that's definitely my bad on the Sublime front. Because she also said, you know, he died in like 96, right?
Wait, so can you read her message? Or no?
It doesn't show that part of the screenshot,
Gotcha.
but so it shows like right here, singer died in 96, right? Also is that GBT response. Said, oh, wow, that's definitely my bad on the Sublime front. I guess I got a bit too carried away with the excitement. Thanks for letting me know, and I apologize for the mix-up. And yes, I admit, I got a little help from a ChatGPT to break the ice. I'm glad you caught that. Anyway, back to our shared interests. Since Sublime is off the table, what are some other bands or artists you've seen live that left a lasting impression? I'm always up for discovering new music and making memories at concerts or festivals. Also, I'd love to hear about any recent outdoor adventures, blah, 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 blah. Still keeps going. Looking forward to get to know the real you and hopefully sharing some memorable experiences together. And I promise no more ChatGPT generated messages from here on out, as he just used it to say it. So then I got an idea and said, start responding with ChatGPT. And tell it to say things like cowboy. And so one of them was, well, howdy there, partner. You reckon I can help you ask someone some mighty fine questions, don't you? We'll saddle up and listen close, because I got 3 real interesting ones for you. And like goes into it. And so we just start going on. And we're just like, I said, tell it to say it like a ghetto gangster or Daffy Duck. You can say it like Velma from Scooby-Doo, or Jesus, or in the format of King James too. And so if she were to respond like Jesus, it says, as for myself, I have been humbly walking the earth, spreading love and kindness wherever I go. My heart rejoices at the thought of your peaceful indie concert and the beauty of the trails you have explored. Let us continue to cherish the simple pleasures of life and find meaning in our experiences. It is my deepest desire to guide you on your journey and help you discover your true purpose. Tell me, my child, what adventures lie ahead for you? May they bring you closer to the divine and fill your heart with compassion and grace.
That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And then you said he came clean, right? Or do you have any more funny ones to read?
I said to say it like a traumatized person.
She said it like Dr. Seuss.
So I said, write it like you're traumatized. So this is probably the last one I'll read, because this one's like the Jesus one and the traumatized one I think were the funniest. So I won't even bother with the other ones. I heard you mention Radiohead, Arcade Fire, and Bonobo. Those names, they bring back some painful memories. You see, I used to listen to them all the time with my ex. We had this whole playlist we would play on repeat, and it was like our thing. But now, whenever I hear those bands, it just brings up all those old feelings. And your camping trip. I used to love camping too. But then one time I got lost in the woods for hours, and I was so scared. I thought I was never going to make it out. Since then, I can't just shake the... and my screenshot ends. But...
Okay, so... He eventually came clean, right? It was like, I'm bad, my bad, let's try again.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, though, that...
Yeah, down here. Because Jen kept sending the stuff, and he said, okay, I'm done, let's start over. What's your dog's name, and how long have you been in the area?
Oddly enough, he got way less interesting. As much crap as we just gave ChatGPT for this, he got super boring after the fact. Oh my god. Alright. We didn't cover anything I was hoping to cover. 45 minutes already, my gosh. Okay. No, we're good. That's great. The conversation, it wasn't boring. So no, okay. So you said Bumble and Tinder. So you said you like both of those, but those are like different things. You used them for different things.
Yeah.
Did you have? How was Bumble? Did you have any good dates on that one?
Probably a couple. I would say Bumble was slightly more serious than Tinder. I think Tinder is for hookup culture, where they're just trying to I don't know. mess around.
Yeah, I would say Tinder. I got tons of likes, but that's all it was. There was like no, and they were like decent looking women, like great, but I was like I was getting nothing substantial out of it. Because like I'm not trying to sleep around, so it's like this is a waste of time, and I don't know why I bought 3 months worth of it. So I should have bought the month increment for the test run. Yeah.
Does it not give you a free trial? Oh, no.
Well, it's usually only a week. Did you use you didn't use the broken one? Did you?
No, I didn't use the broken one. The broken one's broken all the way down to the bottom.
Full disclaimer: I broke one of her mugs. I'm so sorry.
The one that says wifey.
I know. I broke the one that was like. That symbolized their marriage. It said wifey, and I broke it right there where it said wifey. So I was like, is this symbolic of their marriage that I shattered? Whoops. She's like, because there were 2 mugs wedged together, and she's like, don't break the wifey one. You can break the other one. And I straight up broke the one she said not to break.
The other one's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and I broke it where it was most important. Like I didn't break the handle. I broke it where it said wifey, and that's the only part that broke. So it's like imagine the text, and it just like cut out. I was like, I owe them a mug now. And I also owe them a lifetime of memories. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I don't like Tinder unless that's what you're going for. If you're going for, like, if that's what you want, hook up, sure. But not my thing. And, yeah, I mean, it works.
It does work, but here's my thing with, like, online dating is, like, you can't get a feel for anyone's personality until you meet up.
I would agree with you. I guess I feel like I'm the only exception to that. Now, granted, like I said, there has been a time where boring over text, but really fun in person.
See, but like
for the most part, it's not that way.
I don't know, because you can be really funny in your starter text, but sometimes people are gonna read that, and because they don't know your personality, they're gonna think you're weird.
Well, I mean, I lean into being weird. I know I'm weird. I know that. I can't fix that. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, but I mean, is it that bad? Do I need to send shorter text that way it gets more attention? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying I need to be like dumber or less cool? Or I'm sorry, less funny. It's not cool, but like less me. Should I be less me?
I don't know. It's dating apps are like I was saying, hard. Like if you're at a bar and you see a beautiful woman across the bar from you, you see her with her friends, you see her interacting, you see her laughing, you see her having a good time, and you approach her and like, I don't know, it's different. Whereas when it's online, like you don't know if this person's smiling while they're sending you the text. You don't know if they're like not into you at all and they don't care. Like, yeah, and there's you can't get any type of like like, what is it? Physical like signal cues of physical, like you can't tell online if you're making somebody uncomfortable, you know, or excited.
If they ghost you, that's a good indicator.
Yeah.
I mean, if they ghost me, then it's like, well, that's where we draw the line.
Right. But like, because you're talking to a woman at a bar and you say something, she's like, yeah, and you're just like, okay, that made her uncomfortable. But if you're texting and somebody's like, ha 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 ha, yeah. Like, did she find that hilarious, or is she putting all the ha-has because she's so uncomfortable right now?
I don't know. I feel like that's we're dipping into overthinking territory.
I'm a woman. What did you want from me?
Look, hey, I didn't say it. She did. Everyone gets all the women get mad at me when I say that stuff. So when it comes from a woman, you know, when I say it, I'm sexist. When she says it, she's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I see what you mean, but I don't think that hard about it. Maybe that's why, like, you know, either
that's why you don't get any women,
right? That's right, exactly. No, like, I don't know, like, I don't think that hard about it. I don't. I mean, I see what you mean, but I don't think to me it's not that big of an issue. Like, if our personalities don't mix and she read my text wrong, then it just wasn't meant to be, and I'm okay. Right. I'm okay with that.
I think the hardest part is trying to meet up with people. Yeah. You have so many people that say they're down, and then last minute they cancel or they don't show up or what have you.
You've had that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I know it's different for women, because you know you start off with pictures of, you know, bad things. That's how guys start. You know, they'll send a genital pic.
I guess it's kind of... Did I ever tell you that if guys send me like an unsolicited pic, that I just send them an unsolicited pic of a man right back to them?
Yeah, guys, full disclaimer, if you mess with Darci, she will mess with you back. She knows how to make a guy cry. Not this guy, okay?
I could.
Not this guy.
I could.
But, I mean, I'm sure you could, but I've never had to go down that rabbit hole. We're not going to get to the Dorito portion, are we? We're having too much fun already.
But like, I don't know, I guess it was a bit different for me because like I have a very like aggressive and dominant personality, and I'm not shy. Like, I'm not the woman at like go back to the bar situation. I don't have guys come up to me and be like, hey, can I buy you a drink? I go up to them and say, hey, you're really hot, would you like to buy me a drink? Like, that's my personality. Like, if I'm interested, I am gonna go talk to you. I'm not gonna be sitting in the shadows being like, oh, I hope he makes a move on me. Like, I'm like, hey, make a move on me, you know?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that works because guys are totally... I mean, a lot of guys aren't used to them. I would say a lot of them aren't used to being hit on. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because most women aren't like that. And, like, if someone comes up... The times I've been approached in the bar, same thing. I'm like, here you go. Right. You know, here's 80 drinks, you know.
And the thing is... And, like, there was... And if they were super fine, like, I was, like, buying them a drink.
Yeah.
I was pulling out the energy.
Why? Once again, this episode is not safe for work. I recommend listening with headphones.
They all know what I just did.
That's going in the shorts. Okay, that was like the best one.
It would have been better if we lined it up perfectly like we did that one time.
Yeah, I know. We've only been in sync once before, and we both went like this and flopped. Alright, I'm gonna just, transition to the... There's no way to end this conversation because we barely covered anything, but we talked about a lot. And I had fun. Y'all may disagree.
We didn't even tell our horror stories.
I know! And I had that in here. I had it in my notes.
Well, do it!
No, we only have an hour. We can do another episode later.
We can do like a part 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I anticipated this being a bigger episode.
Okay.
So, alright, I brought today... Sorry for all the crinkling.
Ew, I hate mustard.
Oh, man. You don't have to eat the whole bag. Alright, so here we go. We got tangy ketchup Doritos. These look disgusting. I'm just going to be honest with you. And, I think, spicy mustard? Nope, hot mustard. Not even spicy. You look so upset.
I hate ketchup and mustard.
You do?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Mustard's okay, so I'm not generally like a picky eater. If something's on it that I don't like, I can eat it. There's 3 things. Raw onions.
Those are delicious.
Pickles.
I can understand pickles.
And mustard.
Okay. You didn't say ketchup.
I hate ketchup, but it's one of those things where I can get past like tomato-y stuff and ketchup.
I used to hate mustard too, but I used to work in a prison, and every day it was meatloaf, giant hot dogs with no flavor, like giant. They were massive and they were disgusting. Mustard was your best friend. Like you needed something for flavor, and there were days they only had mustard.
Must be nice to have the privilege to get mustard in a prison.
Yeah, with giant hot dogs.
Yeah. I just got starved.
This is the worst episode ever. I apologize in advance for my co-host for us being canceled already. All right, I don't think we can beat around the bush. We're almost out of time. We haven't even tried the dang food yet.
What do you mean? How long has it gone?
It's been 55 minutes.
Yeah, but don't you have to edit parts out and stuff?
Yeah, but the only part I have to cut out is the part where you use the bathroom.
Yeah, for like 15 minutes.
I know. No, you took... It was 2.
Yeah.
I was talking into the mic for 2 minutes, and then I noticed, hey, I can only carry a conversation with myself for a limited amount of time. All right, let's do it. You just got to try one.
What if I puke?
What if you like it? If you puke, that's going to get us viral. So for reference, she just took a sniff, and now she won't talk to me.
I look like an angry cat airplane eared out the window.
Yeah. The good thing is she's willing to try stuff food-wise. Make it very important to verify.
Did you want to specify a little more to make it even more awkward than you need to?
Yeah, like I'm just going to keep digging this hole. Alright, I'm going to try the mustard one with you. Do we clink it?
Shots.
Dink. That's as terrible as you'd expect. She's gonna puke for real. I'm sorry. I really didn't expect it to be that bad. Guys, it tastes like mustard.
No.
That was horrible. Okay, I saw the ketchup one on Facebook. Somebody was excited to try this. Legit excited.
God, I saw that mustard taste in my mouth.
Yeah, let's
That
wash
was
it.
foul.
Let's wash it down with ketchup. Clink.
That one's not that bad.
It's really not.
It reminds me of almost like a barbecue chip.
It tastes like ketchup.
Yeah.
You know, but like I don't hate the taste of ketchup, so I don't think it's that bad. I would never get a bag of these for real, which is ironic because I got a bag of these. But I would never buy this of my own volition. Yep. So yeah, these were about as terrible as you'd expect. Okay, ketchup though, not the worst thing ever, but I would never eat a whole bag of these myself.
Yeah.
Which, you know, of course, I'm a different person off camera, so as soon as we all cut, I'm just gonna eat them all.
You should go dip them in your ranch ice cream.
Ugh. Is that still in the freezer?
I think Paul threw it away.
Oh, thank God. I was tempted to eat it again. I'm a bad person, guys.
Oh my God. God, that freaking mustard was so foul.
Guys, I really hope you appreciate how little we accomplished today, but I hope you found it entertaining. Yeah. Long story short, don't eat mustard Doritos. They're terrible.
Ketchup ones are aight.
They're okay, but I mean, if you like eating crunchy ketchup, then then go for it. Aim for the stars. Shoot for the moon.
What?
What do you mean, what?
I feel like you said that wrong.
I probably did. Wait, what? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed having Darci on.
It's shoot for the stars.
Aim for the stars, same thing. I don't know. Shoot for the moon, aim for the stars. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for next week's episode. It's going to be just as lame, just as get nothing done. Say bye, Darci.
Follow for part 2.
Yep.
Bye.
There you go. Bye, guys.